What is going on? I'm zmot. You know the drill. Code zmot in that creator boost. I assume there are going to be some Black Friday sales coming up, so make sure you got creator boost zmot in there, and do keep an eye on the shop. No promises, but I think historically they have. I'm not sure if they pivoted to 11.11 or what. But to avoid getting trampled in Walmart, you might as well spend your Black Friday dollars on the booming of the beaches. Now, these prototype part deals, that is not a special offer. That is special in a different usage of the word. Now, we are first of all going to start out giving away a prize. This prize right about here, that is the Zooka figurine. This is not a 3D printed piece of trash. Not that all stuff that's 3D printed is trash, but this is coming straight to you from Boom Beach. Now, for those of you who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I gave it away in this video last week. There's gonna be at least one more prize given away this week, so do stick around a little bit longer. Now, bringing out the most famous drum roll of all drum rolls. Now, our winner is Frank G. Now, I was thinking that many of you wanted the t-shirt, but Frank was chosen, and Frank says, thanks again for the entertaining video, zmot. A t-shirt isn't really my thing. Perfect, but a figurine is cool. So, Frank G, do join my Discord. The link to join my Discord is right about there. Like, that is the link. lnk.bio/zmot. That will get you towards my Discord. So far, every single prize has been claimed, which has blown my mind. But the backup, of course, is Perrins with the very hungry caterpillar thrown in there. For those of you who are wondering why these... Oh, no. I'm going to have to leave it to you guys on this one. I said you had to throw a book into the comments. Do we give it to Frank? I'm a little bit torn here, a little bit torn indeed. And I went back through my comments, and someone did suggest a book by Frank, Dune, of course, Frank, different Frank. Gonna leave it up to you guys. Should we give it to Frank or should we give it to Perrins? I want to give it to Frank. Frank's been commenting for a long while, but did not meet the full requirements. I said you had to include a book. Frank didn't include a book. Judges, what are you... I'm just going to give it to Frank. I'll be more strict in the future. That's my bad. I should have redrawn. I got excited that Frank wanted the figurine, but what we'll do going forwards is I'll be a little bit more strict on that. So sneaking on through, let me know what you think about that. Now, the new prize, my friends, since it's Black Friday, we're going to give away one shirt for sure. That is going to be the red one. And if we can hit 200 likes, I know like farming is pathetic and silly, but you guys seem to get into it. We hit 199 likes on the last video. If we hit 200, I'm going to give away 2 shirts, and whoever wins gets to pick a shirt. If we only get 199 though, it's that red shirt and that red shirt alone. Anyways, we are going to dig into Imitation Game to start with. We'll do some Warships later on, hopefully some operation attacks. This account has not been seen on the YouTubes for a long while. This, of course, is the TMOZ account. This account made doing HQ-18 War Factory attacks famous, often copied, never quite the same though, let's be honest. The best War Factory videos were always zmot, I think, but I get a kick out of when people say low-level War Factory and then they show like someone using bullet. Come on, peoples. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, I long ago focused on doing low-level War Factory when time zones were not to my detriment, and now that is not really possible because I am in Western Canada, which means I get things last. Used to get things first because I created these a couple accounts in New Zealand, but then Boom Beach went and changed on us and just pulled the rug out from underneath me. Not the worst thing in the world, but I definitely do miss being in the early time zone. Now I'm in the worst possible time zone for sharing these things and also for War ships because it starts at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., things like that. I'm not sure if it's worse I guess Eastern Canada might be considered worse by some because 4 a.m. is also not super duper great. And if you're wondering, is this the way to use Zookas? Maybe you're using Zookas wrong. No, this is definitely not the way you should use Zookas, but for these early stages with that cryo bomb, should be able to get away with just walking through all this stuff. Low to mid level goodness. Now I only have like 132 diamonds on this account. This account has been under mothballs for quite some time, so we're gonna have to be a little bit smarter than that going forward. Hoping to get all 7 stages on this lower level account. Cryo Bomb should be very helpful. As you can see there, it's only 6 GBE. And for players who use Zookas, or basically any troop for that matter, using it to clear mines is such a great use of it. You can see that I probably would have had to use 2 barrages there, or a couple barrages and a couple artilleries. So clearing mines with the cryo bomb, so good. You guys already know all this stuff though. I'm preaching to the choir, as they say. Now, we are gonna get probably, let's get a shock here and a shock there and a shock over there, and then medkits just in case I missed a rocket. Oh, there it is over there. Rocket launcher, no big deal. Crushing through this stuff. Now, I need to talk about Warships Season 53. I can't give you guys any sort of inside details or sneak peeks in this video, but I'm going to highlight a phrase that was given out during the announcement of Season 52. Season 52, when it was announced, said, Dr. Kavan is gone, and he has taken his warriors with him. He has, however, made replacement abilities available. Yes, we know, we got all of the GBE abilities that are a complete and utter mouthful to say. Things like explosive drones, or remote defib, or whatever may have you. So, but the important sentence was the next one. It said, at the same time, Seekers and Critter Launchers have been taken offline for tuning. Now, we don't have any idea what they mean by tuning, or if that's just like that slushy, remember that slushy thing they made a couple seasons ago where it was just marketing hype? So I am very curious to see if we're going to get new Critter Launchers, if we're going to get new Seekers, and if so, what the heck would they do with them? Now, I'm not even going to ponder a guess as to what they might do, but I have made my recommendations long and hard. Don't take that as an innuendo. That was not what it was intended as. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, someone, I don't know if you guys, I feel like my mind is either in the gutter or my brain is broken, because anytime I say something like that, my mind instantly switches and goes, oh man. But maybe you guys don't hear them, and if I just gloss over it, I can just get away with it. But yeah, I have been screaming about changes to many of these things, some things that I have thought up, some things that you guys have thought up. And so please, if you have any suggestions for how Warships or Boom Beach itself can be made different or primarily better, but if something bothers you, like matchmaking, for example, I know matchmaking is a huge thorn in many of your sides. Do give me your details. Ideally, I would love to hear what you think is wrong and how to fix it, but if you just mention what is wrong, I will put my brain to the test as well. Because sometimes, like, there's many cases where I know what's wrong, but I can't think of how the heck to fix it. So even raising those sort of things with the dev team is very helpful, just to say, hey, lots of people don't like this, and the dev team is full of big brains, and I know sometimes it doesn't come across that way, but the new dev team that's been working on the game of late has done things much better. So we shall see. Just keep the ideas coming. Stage 6, if we don't finish all 7 stages on this time, I'll be amazed. Cryo Bomb coming up huge for us, clearing all of the mines. Now we are gonna switch this up, do things a little bit differently because I don't wanna waste those diamonds, don't wanna fail. We're gonna send Everspark in, and by the way, do make sure you upgrade that universal remote where possible because it lets you do double and triple hacks by upgrading it. That is one thing the developers did sort of break and then sort of fix. I guess the original developers, it was broken for a long time and no one knew it was broken, so lots of grumbling around that. But it's mostly fixed now. So we're gonna send Everspark back here. We're gonna get rid of hopefully that rocket launcher and hopefully that shock launcher, and then we'll figure out what the heck to do next. Probably don't even need to get rid of the shock launcher, so we'll go something like this, and then we'll head on over into about there. Getting rid of the rocket launcher, more important than getting rid of that shock launcher because, but just because, we're gonna throw one of these things over here, trying to slow that shock blaster down. Really hope I judged the range right, because if I did, we can get this double hack out there. There we go, double hack right next to a shock blaster. So another great use of that cryo bomb. And finally, we need a spot to sit. So I'm gonna throw all of my low level GBE towards that machine gun. That went down very easily. And now we're just gonna retreat. We have set up a nice, easy core hit. And by the way, this account does have 2 tribes, have not boosted the barrage damage. So I'm assuming, let's just have a look at that imitation game one more time. I'm assuming they don't have any, oh, they do have a little bit of ice. That's kind of surprising. Making sure I did not miss any mines in here. Oh no! Ugh, gross. Definitely did not mean to bring Everspark on this attack. That is less than ideal in a big way, but we should still be able to pull this off in theory. Ugh, that is the problem with switching your hero out. You end up just absolutely hamstringing yourself. I think that's a term, hamstringing. We should be able to get this down with 3 shocks though. Just need a little bit of a somewhat difficult shock right about there and there and there, and then Everspark's gonna hopefully hack something. We'll throw this over in here just in case, and down goes Imitation Game. All 7 stages, HQ 18. You guys got this. HQ 17 and up could probably get this down fairly easily. No shield gens, so that makes things much easier. And speaking of easier, t-shirts. What are we gonna do to give this away? There are no words for that name right there. We are gonna switch to Warships now. Need to give away those t-shirts. Like I said early on, I'm not a huge fan of Black Friday, and this giveaway is happening on Black Friday, so you guys need to tell me what your favorite thing to do on Black Friday or any other sale. I mean, in Canada, historically, it was Boxing Day, and now Black Friday has sort of taken over. Maybe it's Cyber Monday. I am not a big shopper person. I really don't like the consumerism and the attitudes it brings out and the negativity and all the rest of it. But I do love me a sale. So for me, it's bike parts. I spend more money on bike parts than probably anything else at the moment. But I would love to hear what you guys like to shop on. That's it. Doesn't have to be in detail. You can just say like clothes or I don't care, stuffies, whatever the heck it might be. Just let me know what it is, and that's enough of an entry. And I will be much more strict this time. We're not doing zmot screws up and gives it away, even though the person didn't hit all of the contest entry details. As my cat is going bananas in the background, I really do hope you guys can hear that. But That's it. Just hit me up in the comments. Let me know what your shopping weakness is, if you have such a thing. Maybe I am also someone who likes to squirrel away money. I have often been called cheap, but I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. Cheap is someone who doesn't tip and makes it affect other people. This is my opinion anyways. And frugal is someone who tips well, but uses a coupon from time to time. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but speaking of coupons, I would love it if Code zmot gave you guys a discount in some way, shape, or form, but has not the case. I would love it if you guys, if you used Code zmot, you got like 10% extra troop damage or something like that. That would be awesome if each creator could pick their own buff. I would again love to hear you guys' comments on that, but first let's just make it so that it doesn't expire every 7 days. Just bananas. Anyways, we're gonna get all of this stuff going here. If you're just joining us for the first video, you'll notice that I really suck at going right. I'm working on that. Definitely need to go right with these, whatever the heck they're called. What are these guys called? With the remote defib and the super warriors, but just not getting enough goodness out of that. Let's see what the heck we can do. By the way, Black Friday and the whole Thanksgiving thing, and is just, that's not a holiday here, so a little bit extra work for me as my US-based coworkers are all on leave for 2 days. By the way, whoever thought of giving people 2 days off instead of 1 is an absolute genius. But we are gonna send all of these guys back in here, hoping to see if going left will make things a little bit more productive for us as we throw some shocks back here. Getting all, my cat is scratching at my chair and pulling at my sleeves because she wants to play fetch. Be careful what you teach your animals to do, because my goodness, yeah, there's some downsides to teaching your animals tricks. As this is where face cam would be super useful, because my good, I hope that comes through on, it's about this time every day, to be honest, so I probably should know better, but come on, let's go Super Warriors. Super Warriors giving us all sorts of value on that back right engine room. My times are way better than this when you guys aren't around. Not sure if it's the stress or the what the heck it is, but I was doing great before this video? Okay, video cut out there for a second. Hopefully I caught it in time, but we've lost yet again, falling below that parking location. I went over this yesterday. I go over it often. I'm at 21.38. In order to start at rank 12, I need to be at 21.5. Starting to have, like, I'm having way more fun to end the season than in the middle of the season, which is why I'm still playing. Now, my times were 217, 227, 222, and now I'm at 219 and 204. So just not good with you guys here for some strange reason. Okay, we are going to do an operation attack, and it's not going to be a super high level operation attack. And this is where I got to say sorry. I jump in and hit operations early. Many of my operations on many of my accounts end in the next couple hours, and I don't like to be the player that leaves it till the last second, so I only have this low to mid-level Machina, whatever the heck you want to call it. So that is what we are going to attack. Now, typically on this, it takes at least 2 barrages and an artillery to clear all of those mines. We have the benefit of the cryo bomb though, and this one is a little bit easier than normal. There's no rocket launchers behind the core, so we are gonna drop our cryo bomb right about there. That should clear most of those mines, and then our cryo bomb back there, saving boatloads of gunboat energy. And just to be overly cautious, I'm not going to use those bombardiers. There is no GBE to farm on that right-hand side. I'll show you that in a second. So we're just going to use all of our Zooka friends. We're going to send them back to that neighborhood, keeping the delay. By the way, the delay is so important. Please, If you don't ask any questions, but you don't know what the delay is, please reach out. Let me know. Tell me. Yeah, I don't even care if that is a prize in itself, understanding what the heck the delay is. Look how long it takes these rocket launchers to fire as I lose the delay. You get an extra 2.5 seconds. See over there, that's that rocket launcher. No free GBE over there. 6 boats of Zookas taken down. Machina, whatever the heck you want to call it. One of the bases I hate attacking on video because I hate saying its name. You guys know what I'm talking about though. Okay, let's do a simple recap. First and foremost, we're going to follow the diamond as I do this recap. Multitasking, not my strong suit, as you saw there, but we are going to, give away this figurine. That is going to be given out to Frank G. I know he didn't comment a book. That's on me, not on him. We will give that to him anyways. We're gonna give away 2 t-shirts if you guys get 200 likes on this video. We hit 199 last week. Can't see that being a problem. Or if we get less than that, the winner will get to pick one of the shirts. And we are gonna hopefully have some new stuff in season 53. We have no way of knowing though. Critter launchers and seekers have been taken offline for tuning. I don't know if Kavan's going to come back with a buff from his vacation. I know that I generally come back with a buff after my vacation, but we have no way of knowing any of these details besides subscribing and getting all of the details from me in when and if we ever get another sneak peek. We are going to throw all of these guys in here. We're going to get you out there and you out there. This account, by the way, is at the 7 engine room level, so people have to go a little bit wonky to get towards us, but this account is also at the 7 engine room level in the fact that I have none of the offensive things that come at the 7 engine room level, like literally 0 of them. It is super frustrating. Everyone I'm facing has all of the good stuff. I don't recommend anyone go 7 unless they're gonna end up playing all weekend long, which I very likely will not be doing, so not super bright on my part, but I really do want to get to that remote hack as we're about to need this right about here. Using that crystal shield as the, what is that thing called? As the flotsam, whatever the heck you want to call it, explodes is a great way to keep your troops alive. Trying desperately to get I don't think I got any wins on this stream, did I? We'll find out here pretty darn quick if we can pull off at least one though, as we get one of the engine rooms down. Still going fairly quickly at the moment, throwing all of our barrage towards that shock launcher because shock launchers absolutely ignore our flying troops, and as a result, we end up just getting pummeled by shock launchers. We're gonna throw those explosive drones in the middle of those 2 engine rooms, getting that crystal shield on there as well so they explode twice. You guys all know all these details. We have possibly picked up a win. Possibly 2 minutes 14 seconds against someone with some characters that I don't know how to say. Steichen. Someone please tell me how to say that word. That I don't know what that AE symbol is, but I'm guessing that's some form of Norwegian, Swedish, Icelandic, I don't know. Love seeing those kind of names. Wish Imitation Game still offered the ability to see which opponents we were after. Would love to see that. We're gonna pick up a win. You guys are gonna comment what you like to buy during a sale. If you have any suggestions on how I can get better things, my next video I'm leaning towards doing something like you need to go down a rabbit hole, kind of like Brawl Stars is doing right now. If you're not paying attention to Brawl Stars, do go have a look. They've got an amazing crypto maze rabbit chase. I can't think of the word for it, but it's pretty darn cool. Oh, we just lost our recording in the middle there, which is less than ideal. I had to get it going while I was trying to scout. I have no idea what the heck we're doing here, but this is where having those super warriors and or remote defibs so much easier than what we're about to have to do. So not ideal. You know what? Let's get some of you guys over there. I am at a complete disadvantage at the 7 engine room level. I don't recommend anyone go to the 7 engine room level without remote defib and or super warriors. It is less than awesome. You end up just watching all the fun happen. Like, it literally, all of the people attacking my base are having all of the fun because they've got all of the goodness. I don't have blue critters. I don't have many things as far as offensive upgrades go, so really not enjoying using the yellow buses. And I heard a comment from one of the top 10 players in Warships this year saying that he was very happy about the fact that he never once used yellow buses or bombardiers, and I am in the opposite state where I'm stuck using troops that I don't really like. These yellow buses are not super duper fun to use, but my goodness, they work fairly darn well. As our troops are split, we've got some troops going up that right-hand wall. Just need to keep these ladies on this back left wall alive now, using that crystal shield, ignoring all of the damage from that flotsam is so good. Come on, dudes. Making their way up that right-hand wall is awesome. But as you can see right about there, we do have some mines waiting for our laser rangers. Bad news there. Come on, ladies. I would love to be able to drop a super warrior on that back right engine room right now. We don't have that luxury. This is the first time I have seen a zmot all season, by the way, so feeling like maybe that's not the optimal prototype. Many people using the grappler at the moment at the 7 engine room level, and if you're wondering why the heck they're doing that, it is all about those super warriors, which of course I don't have. So we are going to drop all of our crystal shields on not only our troops, but also on those explosive drones, trying to pick up a win. Our base holding up. I think we started after them. Ratch and Clank. That is a old school Sega game, I think. Ratchet and Clank. Anyways, picking up the win there. 2 wins, claiming this chest. I am gonna leave this video right here. Kind of nice to end on a win. Lots of good things out there. Cryobomb doing great things for all levels of troops. Black Friday sales potentially coming, so please do consider throwing code zmot in that shop right there. If you don't throw zmot in there, please throw any creator's name in there. It does lots and lots of good things. Anyways, that is going to be it for me. Keep booming those beaches. Keep your submarine diving. Click the like button. Click the share button. All of the rest of the things, they are all greatly appreciated. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in, sticking around to the end. Do take a peep at the Patreons and the sponsors and the members and all of the rest of the things. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.